We're gonna do a fun project with a background picture and a picture of you, or a picture you get off the internet. Now the picture off the internet needs to be probably a full length body picture, and I picked a pretty background, and let's get started. We're gonna do a 3D letter in our name. So I'm gonna go File, New, and we're going to go back to what we did for magazine, and the pop art 12 by 8 inches by 150 pixel inches, and you can decide if you want your picture to be up and down or sideways. I'm going to go sideways, and I'm going to hit create, and now I'm going to go to the type tool, and this comes up, and I can come up here and pick the letter style I want, and I'm going to now type my name, Mr. B. This color up here determines the color of the letter. You don't want the letter to be in black because we're going to do a 3D effect, and you want the letter to be much bigger. Now if it comes up black, just highlight this, come up here, and choose the color that you want. So pick a bright color, something that's very bright, and I'll just pick like a bright green. I'm gonna hit OK, but the letter's too small, so we're gonna go back to Edit, Transform, Scale, and I'm going to make it bigger. I want it to fill the page, and that's pretty good. I want to go back to the text tool that says Mr. B. I'm going to hit the FX, and I'm going to do a bevel emboss to make it look more 3D, and I'll do a line stroke around it, red. Remember, you can go inside, outside, and I'll just put a little line there, and you want to play around with this. Outside, center. There's outside or inside. I'll hit OK. I want to make the letter look like it's in perspective, so we're going to go to Edit, Transform. But when things are grayed out, that means you can't do anything with it. So that's not a problem. We go back to the text and we right click, and we want to do something that's called rasterize. We're going to click on where it says the T, and we can find it easier up here. Let's go Image, Layer, let's go Type, and rasterize type letter right here. Just hit that, and now we can go to Edit, Transform, Perspective, and as things go back, they get smaller. So I'm going to make that smaller, and I'll make this a little bit bigger, so it looks like it's going sideways. Now let's see if I can come over here. I'm not going to click on this, but next to your name or whatever you type, you're going to come over and you're going to right click and go all the way to the bottom, and you need to get to New 3D Extrusion Layer. When you open it, you may just see Flatten Image. You just have to scroll down. There's a little arrow, go all the way to the bottom right here. And now when I hit that, this is pretty cool. The letter is 3D, and you can rotate it and put it where you want it. That's looking down on it. This would be looking more up at it. Yeah, so I want it to look like this, but play around with it, all right? So we have all that. And now we want to go to the internet and find a picture of a full-length person, or maybe someone that you're going to have sitting on the letters. Or when we did portraits, if you have head to toes pictures of yourself or someone else, if they give you permission, you can use them. So I went on the internet and I got this picture here, and it said index color, and I went up to index and went image mode, and I didn't go grayscale because I wanted it to be in color, and I hit RGB like that. And then it said background, and I double clicked that, and now it says layer 0. So now we want to come over to this tool right here, object selection tool, and just touch on the object. It'll take a couple moments, just be patient. And instead of using the magic wand, look, wow, it selects it. I don't want to delete him, I want to delete the background. So we're going to go image, no, where are you? We're going to select inverse, and now it's the background. I'll hit enter, okay, I'll hit backspace, and now it's deleted. And now I will take the move tool and I'll move him in here, alright? And at this point I can make him bigger or smaller, it's totally up to you, but don't stretch it this way, go to the corners right here. And I've been telling you to hold the cap key, and Photoshop has improved. If you go diagonal, it will not distort. Alright, the next thing I want to do is a background. Well, yeah, let's just go to a background. File. Well, it's not letting me do anything because it's in the blue, so I need to just click off of that. Now I'm going to go File, Open, and I downloaded this, a colorful beach scene, and I'm going to hit Open. And I'm going to pull this over. I'm going to take my Move tool and bring this in here, and I'm going to go diagonal. Whoop. And I'll bring this up, and I'll click off of this. Now this has the word, so this is a stock image, so try to get a picture that doesn't have words on it. In other words, if you needed to buy this picture if you're going to sell it, and there are just a lot of pictures on the internet that aren't stock images for sale that don't have the letters. Well, it's on the top layer, so what do? Right, we move it down one, and now we move it down again. We try to move it down again, and there it is. So if I'm on here, let's see, I can move this right here. Okay. Now I'm on the move tool. Make sure this is always checked. And if I go to this little guy, I can move him. I don't know if this will move. Yep, still moving. Very cool. Wow, look at that. What would happen if I took the little guy and put him on the bottom, let's see, between those two? Now he's partially behind the letters, alright? And this doesn't look real, so I'll put him in the sand. Alright, next step is we'll do a shadow, but we'll do that another time. Alright, let's do it. Let's have fun. It's a fun project. Thank you.